Hey guys, I am excited to be here today. I started this at noon today. And if any of you saw my video, you know that my cute little 7-month-old granddaughter just wasn't having it. So instead of fighting it, I decided to reschedule for 5 o'clock today. And then I just got a Facebook Messenger video call from a friend of mine I haven't talked to for a long time. And so I was so excited to take that phone call, which means that I am late. I'm late getting on here. I'm figuring out if you are somebody who does Facebook Lives regularly on schedule, how do you do it? I thought I had it all figured out today when I planned exactly noon and it didn't work out. And then I planned exactly 5 and still didn't work out. So if you're watching this, knowing that it is what it is, right? Life is what it is. You can't always predict what's going to happen. But there's been a lot of questions about a new product, a new ingredient called Trisynex. And I kind of led up to this because I've had a lot of people reach out to me and saying, what is Trimfit? And what is Trisynex? And what does it do? How does it work? And it is a new product. It's a product I have. And what does it do? So Trimfit with Trisynex. Well, Trisynex is a really cool word. And it's like 3 polymers for big long words. But what they mean is it's kind of like a medical grade. I don't want to call it medical because I don't like to use those terms at the same time in my business. But it's a high grade. There we go. High grade of fiber. And what does it do? Well, in your body, you have hormones. Obviously, hormones, right? And there's 2 hormones that are connected to appetite and body fat. The first one is leptin. Leptin regulates your appetite, and when it gets out of whack, and it can get out of whack, and when it does, it makes it so your appetite doesn't stop. I mean, it makes it very difficult to control what you eat. And the other one is adiponectin. And adiponectin burns body fat. So it burns the visceral body fat, which is around your organs. It burns body fat in like the belly area and into hips, thighs, that kind of area. So what this is doing, what Trisynex does, is it is a patented ingredient that has been proven to lower your leptins, which lowers the appetite, and raise adiponectin, which raises the body's ability to burn body fat. It's really cool. Now, currently, there are 2 companies that actually sell Trimfit or with the Trisynex. One is me, Joe Hypnominos, and the other one is the company that I have received authorization to get it from. But you're going to see some stuff. It's coming out. There's a lot of people, other businesses that are either wanting to sell in it or they're saying that they have exclusive rights to it. Right now, that's how you can get it. That's where it's at. Now, why would Shelly Joe, me, the amino acid lady, want to have a product like this? Well, my business is like a 3-legged stool, right? Brain, body, and emotions. And a lot of times, because I'm a hypnotherapist, I'll get people coming to me wanting to lose weight. And I'm usually like the last person that they see. So they've tried all these different things, right? And then they're coming to me, and I am not really fond of like lose weight quick schemes. It's not what I believe in. Why? Well, because it's frustrating when somebody wants to lose weight or let go of weight, and they do, and they feel successful, and for whatever reason it comes back, they get it back. It can be really, really discouraging, and I'm aware of that. Because of that, when you look at the three-legged stool, right, brain, body, and emotions, I already know that when I can get somebody, feeding the brain, body, and emotions, I can help them to reduce those cravings and reduce the thoughts and figure out what it is, what's the underlying issues. I figured out that when you look overall, there's different reasons why it makes it difficult for somebody to release weight. One could be emotional, right? There's an emotional reason.
Here's what I found on the internet.
Well, hello, Google. She's listening to me. That's kind of crazy. So the first one is emotional. What is the emotion? Why is somebody sabotaging their success? The other thing is the neurotransmitters. When your neurotransmitters are depleted, then it can cause anxiety, depression, worry, stress. And the weight gain comes because when they become depleted, the brain looks for something to make them feel better. Sugar, starches, foods, for a few of them, besides other things like alcohol and drugs and behaviors like too much shopping, too much gaming, too much social media. So the brain wants what it wants, and it's going after what it can get the fastest, right? So it's easy to turn to sugars and starches and food to fill that, which makes it very difficult for someone who is looking to, release weight. The other thing is blood sugar. When your blood sugar I should start out, when your blood sugar is balanced, what that does is it's right here, your prefrontal cortex. It is, I'm going to do this and this will be my outcome, right? It's your reasoning, your judgment. And for somebody who wants to stay away from sugar or starches, it gives you the power because your blood sugar's level. When your blood sugar either crashes, if you're somebody who does a lot of fasting or skipping meals or already eating sugar and starches, then your blood sugar crashes, right? And when your blood sugar crashes, you become irritable and irrational. That's that hangry feeling that your brain's like, give me something now, right? And we could bring up our blood sugar even just a little bit, but because our brain feels like it's in this mode of, I want to survive, we don't eat just a little bit, we turn to something to, a whole bunch of, most times it's sugar. So it causes your blood sugar to spike, which causes too much insulin, which causes you to crash, which then you're down here again, and it puts off too much adrenaline, which causes you to crave again. So we're spike, crash, spike, crash, spike. So that's another reason is you're keeping your blood sugar level. Another reason it could be too much cortisol. So especially if you're over age 40 or 50, cortisol gets out of whack, which causes somebody to gain and hold weight in their belly. So that's another reason. And then the other reason is, what you eat matters when it comes to mental health, right? And if you go on a very restrictive diet, yeah, you might lose weight, but you might gain it back. Well, you will gain it back, right? So those are the three things that I look at already as a addiction recovery and mental health nutrition coach and hypnotherapist. But at the same time, I know that people are looking for something to help them quickly. They want to answer. They want that magic pill, right? So I did a lot of research and I found this company that has access to the Trisynex, which is patented and it's also trademarked. And I thought, well, what if I could add in the hormones, right? If I could bring in the hormones and help to lower the leptins and raise the adiponectin, then I'm hitting another part, and it's like an overall deal, which gives you a better chance to take it off and keep it off. So that's my thought. By using Trisynex, does it work? That's my next question. People ask me, well, does it work? For most people that start using it, they start to see a difference. Now, remember, weight loss is not the same as body fat reducing, right? So you're going to see more of a difference in the way you feel than you are when you get on the scale. That's a given. So most people will feel a difference really fairly quickly. Now, the studies show that after a month, there's a difference, but after 2 months, the difference is expanded, right? I noticed it first in my back. That's where I noticed the biggest difference first. If you're over 40, it might take even a little bit longer because if you're somebody who's struggled, you may have had this going on for a while. It takes some time. And so some people you can get frustrated. So like I said, most people start taking it and they're like, I feel a difference. I had a lady call me the other day. The instructions are 2 capsules with 16 ounces of water about a half hour before you eat for 2 meals a day. Now, if you want to jumpstart it more, you add another time. So it's 2 capsules 3 times a day, 16 ounces of water, right about 30 minutes before a meal. Those are the instructions. She didn't read the instructions, so she was taking 3 of them 3 times a day. And for her, she's felt a huge difference just by doing that. Everybody's going to be different. Now, there's a small portion of people that are like, they start doing it and they're not sure because they haven't given enough time, right? Like I said, it's not an overnight wake up and it's going to, the fat's going to be gone. It's not like that. So they're kind of like thinking, well, I'm not sure if it's really working because it's not magic, right? As they give it some time, they see the results. The third group of people, the very smallest group, are the ones that could look at utilizing not just this, but maybe it is adding some amino acids for the brain, right? To help with those cravings. It could help, adding some glutamine, which keeps the blood sugar level. It could help to add some GABA, which helps to reduce cortisol. And adding some hypnotherapy. So that last group of people might be the ones that, if they get the whole program together, they're getting the permanent results. That's what this does. Why I added this to my program is because I wanted to give my clients a little bit of boost so they can feel that things are starting to happening as they start to change the brain, body, and the emotions. If you're struggling, if you know somebody who's, like I said, I've been on that roller coaster since I was 17 years old. That's like 42 years. So I understand that. And I understand how easy it is to start something and go, I want results today. And they get the results and then but they don't do anything else to change what they're doing. Okay. So that's by adding this into your program. Really is a program, right? When you start to change the way you eat, the way you think, These are tools. These are tools that help you as you're on that journey. It gives you the tools that you need to reduce the cravings, right? And to reduce the appetite so that you have that ability to start to change the way you eat. And then by the time you start to change the way you eat, you start to feel better, right? What this is to feel better now. Change the way you eat, change the way you think about your body, change the way, what your thoughts are, change your emotions when it comes to how you feel. What are some of those blocked stories that are making it hard and making it so you sabotage? These tools are what help you, and they can make a difference. But I'm going to be the first one to tell you that if you just take this, yes, you'll see results. You can see results from this. But if you want it to be permanent, then you got to make some changes, right? Permanent is different. And I spent 42 years going like this. Well, not quite that long, but still, maybe 35 years of going up and down, up and down, up and down, until I realized it wasn't about the food, right? It really wasn't about the food. It was because, food is just fuel, right? Less food in, more food out. It's an equation that works, right? But it's not about the food. It's not about the food. It's not about the kind of food. Yes, is there better food than others? Absolutely. Does our body need some good food? Absolutely. It's about the whole process: brain, body, emotions, hormones. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So if you're thinking, you know what, I think this could help, great. Check out hypnoaminos.com. You'll see it on here. You'll see the other amino acids. If you're like, I'm done, I want to make permanent change, then reach out to me and let's get on a strategy call together and see what it is. What are those underlying issues that keep you, right? Let's get on a 15-minute free strategy call. If you in the comments put me, you can go to my Hypnoaminos and schedule. Let's get together. I'm Shelly Jo with Shelly Jo Hypnoaminos, also known as Amino Acid Lady. Check it out, guys. Trimfit, the Trisynex, glutamine, GABA. It's time to make a change. It's time to take back your life. I got the tools, and I'd love to help you with it. In the meantime, guys, keep smiling. Make it a fabulous day. Bye.